it's time for your AHA Comets to take the ice.
Test, test, test. Alrighty, Comet fans, we are playing the 14 drillers today. Second kind of matchup against the same age group. Coming off of a tie yesterday, a 1-1 tie with the Palmer Pioneers. See how the Comets in navy today, drillers in white and green. Comets working on their warm-up. Clock winding down, about just under a minute. We'll get this game started. All right, so Comets gathering around the net, picking up the pucks. Looks like they got sticks up for a cheer here. We'll see the first line coming out here. Looks like we got Max Hollenbach. Bennett Gastrock taking the face off. Cooper Pepin and Bruce Lynn up on wing. Max Hollenbach and Colby Wayman back on D. Connor Dickey in net. Drillers bring this one into the Comet zone. Comets are going to break this out to center ice. We got Bruce looking for Cooper. That's going to get past his stick. Drillers bring it back into the defensive zone. Colby Wayman's going to pick that one up, bring it behind the Comet net, send that one over to Cooper Pepin. Pepin looking to bring this one up the boards, tries to pass it over to Bruce. Cooper Pepin's going to bank that one off the boards. Bennett will get a hold of it. The Rollers turn it around, bring it back into the offensive zone. We got a battle on the blue line. Drillers put this one deep into the zone. Colby Wayman's going to go back for pressure. Bruce breaks that one out of the zone. We got offsides by the Drillers, so that'll bring out the second line. Looks like Diego. All right, Jeremy Whittle, Frank, and Tavish Brody up front. Diego Sims and Darren Peddington back deep. Comets break this one into the offensive zone. Drillers are going to control, but Comets send this one back into the corner. Drillers send this one out of the zone. Diego's going to pick this one up, send it over to Darren. Darren back to Diego. Diego up to Jeremy Whittle. Jeremy Whittle under pressure on the boards. Comets control center ice, trying to send this one to the other side. Tavish Brody's going to pick this one up, send it deep into the zone, into the corner. Jeremy Whittle's going to chase that one down. Puck's going to come back out to center ice. Drillers trying to turn it into the defensive zone. They do send it into the corner. We'll have an icing call on the Drillers. So that'll come back to the offensive zone for a faceoff. William Campen. Let's see, Gavin Dutton with the faceoff. Max McDade, Holland back, and Wayman back on D. Comets with control. It's like Hollenbach bringing that one into the zone. McDade's going to take over in the corner, brings that behind the Drillers' net. Looking for Campen. He's going to get tied up with the Drillers player. That's going to come back out to center ice. Hollenbach into pressure on the boards. Drillers come away with it. Drillers with the shot. Connors with the save. 12-19 remains in the first period. We got our first shot on net. Connor with a nice save there. That'll bring out Bennett Gastruck for the faceoff. Diego Sims, Cooper Pepin, Bruce Lynn, and Cooper Pepin out on the ice. Oh, sorry, Darren Pennington. Bruce Lynn into the offensive zone, battling for the puck. Bennett's going to shoot this one towards the blue line. Blue line picks it up, sends it towards the center. Looks like Cooper Pepin got a stick on that one. That's going to go wide of the net. Drillers turn this one up the boards. Nice recovery by Cooper. Cooper over to Darren. Darren over to Diego. That one comes out of the zone. Diego's going to punch this one forward looking for Bruce. Bruce is going to scoop this one up. Drillers come away with it. Peddington with the poke check sends it towards the blue line. That's going to come deep into the corner. Darren Peddington's going to skate this one around the boards. Looking for his point. Drillers on the blue line with a shot. That's going to go wide. All right, Diego up to Bruce. Drillers back into the offensive zone. Nice defense by Bruce and Darren Pennington there. Comets trying to break this one out of the zone. Can't quite control to get it out of the zone. Drillers are going to send that one towards the net. That'll be wide and go into the corner. Ooh. So that one gets past the defense, gets tied up between Peddington and Jeremy, and Drillers put one in the net. So Drillers first on the board here. 10:36 remains in the first period. Drillers 1, Comets 0. All right, Frank with the face-off. We got Jeremy Whittle and Tavish Brody out on the ice as forwards, and Max Hollenbach and Colby Wayman back on D. Jeremy's going to scoop that one up. Backhand towards the net. Goalie will save. 10:16 remains in the first period. Comets 0. Drillers 1. Wayman with the quick wrist shot towards the goal. Goalie will deflect that one wide. Comets trying to regain control. Drillers slide that one around to the other side along the boards. That comes out of the zone. Let's see, into the offensive zone, but right back out. Comets clear. Frank trying to work this one back into the zone, sends it back to his D. Let's see, Wayman to Hollenbach. Hollenbach up the ice to Frank. It's going to be offsides by the Comets. So that'll bring out McDade, Jutton, Campen up front, Sims and Headington back deep. Gavin Dutton in the center. Diego Sims trying to get that over to McDade. Drillers on the loose. Send it into the net. It'll break down in the defense there. Drillers go up by 2. All right, it's trying to regroup here. We got Gavin Dutton with the face-off. Campen and McDade. Up front. Drillers with a shot. That's going to go wide. Campen's going to pick this one up. He gets turned around back into the corner. Oh. So, center with the Driller centered that one up, put it right past Connor. So 8:50 remains in the third period. We got to score. Drillers 3, Comets 0. Comets looking to regroup. We got Bennett, Pepin, and Bruce out on the ice. For forward, Hollenbach and Wayman back deep. Bruce looking to get a shot. He gets tangled up with the Drillers. Okay, Colby Wayman back at center ice. Looking to pass this one to one of the forwards. Okay, Colby to Max. Max up the boards. That gets intercepted by Drillers. That's going to be offside by the Drillers. $7:54 remains in the first period. Comets down by 3. We got Frank, Brody, Whittle, Diego, and Daring out on the ice. Drillers with the shot towards the goal. That's going to go off Headington's skate. Headington bringing this one in. Can't quite get the shot. Frank holds the blue line. Drillers are going to break this one out. It's going to go all the way down. That should be, icing called off. Diego Sims breaks this one out up to Jeremy. Jeremy looking for Frank. Oh, backhand towards the goal. That was McKay. That'll get scooped up by the Drillers goalie. So that whistle will give the Lions a chance to get back to their configuration. All right. We got Dutton with the faceoff, Campen and McDade up front, Hollenbach and Colby back deep. Comets in the corner. Drillers come away with it into the defensive zone. Nice block for Connor there. Drillers work this one up. Wayman's going to knock that one down. Campen's going to try to shoot this one down. Headington, short pass up the boards. Drillers turn them around at center ice. Campen trying to bring that one forward. Drillers come away with it. Drillers into the defensive zone. Hollenbach's going to go chase that one down. Hollenbach over to Colby. Colby up to McDade. McDade to Dutton. Nice defense by Gavin Dutton there. Sends that one up to neutral ice. Drillers send it back into the zone. Oh. Okay. Let's see. Darren Peddington on the move. Or into the offensive zone. He's going to get pushed into the corner. All right. Drillers send that all the way down. Icing's called off. Max Hollenbach up to Bennett. Bennett to Bruce. Bruce on the move. Pepin there, crashing the goal. Bruce with the shot. That's going to go wide. Nice back check by Bennett. Oh, that one slips past Diego's stick. Pepin looking for... Pepin's going to bring this one into the zone. Drops a pass off to Bennett. Bennett with the shot. That'll go off a shin pad of a driller. Hollenbach into the zone. Colby Wayman holds the blue line. Bruce Lynn working this one, trying to get this one centered up. Drillers come away with it. All right, Colby to Bruce. Bruce trying to regain control. Frank comes away with it. Ooh. Into pressure on the boards. Drillers come away with it. Jeremy tries to hold the zone. That one comes out. Brody pokes it back in. Drillers send this one out to center ice. Back to center ice we go. Back and forth with possession. Diego Diego to Darren. Darren back to Diego. Diego up to Brody. That one jumps off a stick, comes back into the defensive zone. Darren Peddington with the pass up the boards to Jeremy Whittle. Jeremy Whittle dumps it deep into the zone. Frank's going to chase that one down. Peddington looking for Frank. Frank looking for Jeremy. Diego Sims with the quick shot. That's going to go off the goalie's pads. Into traffic. Jeremy tries to punch that one towards the center. High pass. Gets past the Comets. All right, so Frank will draw a tripping penalty. So Comets will go on power play. 1:37 remain in the first period. Comets 0, Drillers 3. .137 remains in the first period. The ref's trying to sort out who did, looks like they're calling a hooking penalty. Looked like a trip to me, Beth. All right, so number 98 from Drillers looks like he's going to be the one that's called to serve this penalty. 2 minutes for tripping, I believe. All right, so we got Gavin, William, Max McDade, Max Hollenbach, and Colby Wayman out on the ice. Comets will go on power play to finish out the first period. All right, that's going to get past Max's stick, go into the defensive zone. Colby Wayman building up some speed, coming out. Pass off to Dutton, Dutton to McDade. McDade towards the goal, that'll come off a stick and go wide. Ooh. Max holds the blue line. William towards the goal. That hops up and wide. McDade. Oh, nice back check by William. All right, Max Hollenbach up to McDade. McDade. That one hops off his stick. Back into the zone. We got 42 seconds on the penalty, 15 seconds in the period. Gavin Dutton bringing this one in, sends it towards the middle. McDade just a little behind the pass, can't quite get to it. Icing on the Drillers, so 4 seconds remains in the period. 27 seconds remain on the power play for the Comets. We got Bruce, Bennett, Pepin, Peddington, Sims, and Frank out on the ice. All right, so there's the buzzer for into the first. Score into the first is Comets 0, Drillers 3. Got a little work to do in the second period.
different headsets to replace that.
Yeah.
I can buy a set of 7 headsets with boom mics, all connected together. I can take the audio out of that and put it in. Problem is, it's $800.
Oh, I don't think that's worth it. Why do we don't need 7?
You buy the piece I need, once I get 7 headsets.
Oh.
Or 9.
Well, I don't know.
But just the piece. I can buy just the piece. By itself, it's $400.
These are working though. No?
It's working, yeah. Got some noise canceling on it.
All right. Okay. Start of the second period looks like Bennett Gastroff with the face-off. We got Bruce and Pepin up front. Drillers through the lines. Send that towards the goal. That shot will be wide. All right, Diego Sims is going to bring this one into the zone. Diego sends that one behind the Drillers net to Bennett. Bennett to Bruce. Bruce. Oh, Bennett. Oh, that's off. Bennett looking for Bruce. Goalie kicks the post, and that's off. So that whistle will have same lineup. Gastruck, Pepin, and Bruce up front. We got Diego and Darren Pennington back deep. All right, so not sure what's going on with the penalty. There's a new 2-minute penalty on the board. I remember a new penalty coming up, but looks like Comets are on power play for 1:40 remaining, so it must have been a 4-minute penalty. Oh. Comets in the offensive zone, but don't quite have control of it yet. All right, Darren Pennington from the Comet zone through neutral ice. Pennington into the offensive zone, sends that one towards the goal. Nobody's there to pick up the rebound. All right, Bennett pops this one into the zone. Oh, nice shot by Bruce. Goalie will save. Drillers goalie saves. Okay. 13-17 remains in the second period. 57 seconds remains on the penalty for number 98. We got Frank, Brody, Jeremy, Max Hollenbach, and Wayman out on the ice. Frank with the faceoff. Frank back to Max. Max over to Colby. Colby into the zone to, oh, nice center to Jeremy to Brody. Brody with the shot, picks up the rebound and backhands it into the goal. So Comets go on the board. That'll clear the penalty for number 98 on the Drillers. 13 minutes exactly remain in the second period. Comets on the board. 1, Drillers 3. Frank, Brody, Jeremy up front. We got Darren and Diego Sims back deep. Brody into the zone, dumps it deep. That's going to come around to the other side. Frank will pick that one up. Frank towards the goal. Goalie will block that one. Frank with the rebound. Frank drops that one back to his defense on the blue line. Defense sends it back to the boards. Frank into traffic. Trying to break this one out. Back and forth, into pressure. Frank on the boards to Darren. Darren looking towards the goal, but Drillers cover. All right, Drillers break this one out. Darren up to Frank. Frank, Drillers send that one back to the defense. All right, Drillers on the move. Oh, nice job, Diego covering. Darren lost an edge and fell down. Diego came in for the cover. All right, McDade along the boards to William. William trying to work this one up the boards. McDade trying to break that one through the lines, send it into the offensive zone. Gavin Dutton's going to chase this one down. Drillers turn him around. McDade coming over the cover. McDade towards the net. Oh. Glove saved by the Driller goalie. 10:57 remains in the second period. We've got a score: Comets 1, Drillers 3. All right, Bennett Gastrack with the faceoff. We got Cooper Pepin and Bruce Lee up front. Hollenbach and Wayman back deep. Hollenbach towards the goal. Goalie will cover. They'll come right back for that faceoff. And it over to Bruce. Bruce up the boards. Drillers are through the line. Drillers pass it off. Comets intercept. Bruce sends this one to the other side of the ice. Oh, Colby over to Bruce. Bruce, trying to work this one into the zone. Oh, nice save by Conan. All right, 10-12 remains in the second period. That'll bring out Diego. Diego, Darren, Brody, Frank, and Jeremy. Okay, Jeremy to center ice. All right. Darren up to Frank. Frank on the move. Past his defender. Sends it towards the goal. Diego sends this one deep into the offensive zone. Jeremy's going to send that around to Brody. Brody with the shot. That'll be wide. All right. Darren sends this one into the zone. Comets. Brody to Whittle. Whittle back to Brody. Brody towards Frank. Frank with the shot. Goalie covers. Good pressure on the net there by that Comet shift. That'll bring out Max McDade, Gavin Dutton, Colby Wayman, William Campen, and Max Hollenbach. Dutton with the face-off. Colby Wayman with the shot towards the net. Rebound goes wide to the boards. Campen to chase this one down. Try to work this one over to Max. Oh. So offsides by the Oilers. It'll come out that'll bring out Bennett, Bruce, Cooper up front, and it's like Diego and Darren back for defense. Oh, Bruce trying to work that one towards Cooper. Bruce with the shot towards the net. That'll be a glove save by the Drillers goalie. 8:13 remains in the second period. Pennington over to Diego. Oh, Pepin with the nice tip that goes over the net. Drillers on the move, moving this one through neutral ice. Oh. Good save. Oh, Bennett's going to scoop this one up. Bennett with a nice move. Oh, trying to get that one over to Cooper. All right. Colby Wayman picks this one up, sends it up the boards. That's going to get past Bennett. Drillers. Colby Wayman brings this one into the zone, tries to drop it off. Drillers pick it up. All right. Let's see. Hollenbach all the way across the ice to Whittle. Hollenbach's going to bring this one into the zone, dumps it off deep. Driller's going to go back to the corner, pick this one up, send it up the boards. Okay, Brody looking for Jeremy. Jeremy with the shot. That'll go wide. Frank sends this one deep down the ice. Ice save on the Thrillers that'll come back to the offensive zone. Gavin Dutton with the face-off. McDade and Campen up front. Covington and Sims back deep. McDade bringing this one into the zone, into traffic. Comes out to center ice. Darren's going to turn this one around. Looks this one up the boards. Jeremy Whittle with a nice pass to William. Drillers are going to pick up a hooking penalty. So Drillers go to the box. 2 minutes hook, number 98. 5:30 remains in the second period. Comets will go on power play. We got Gastrock, Bruce, Gastrock, Pepin up front, Wayman, and Hollenbach back deep. Pepin to Hollenbach. Hollenbach. Oh. All right, Bruce scoops this one up. Oh, trip. Nope, not gonna call it. All right, Pepin with a shot. Goalie's gonna get a pad on that one. Oh, Bruce with a nice interception. Oh, Bruce towards the goal. That's gonna go off the side of the goal. That'll be icing on the Driller, so that'll come back. 4:44 remains in the period. 1:15 remains on the penalty. Comets still on power play. We got Frank, Jeremy, Brody, Sims, and Peddington on the ice. Frank with the faceoff. All right, in the zone. Oilers send it down the ice. That'll be icing on the Oilers. That'll bring out William, Max, McDade, Gavin, Wayman, and Hollenbach. Gavin Detton with the faceoff. Gavin behind the Oilers net sends this one up the ice. That's going to come out of the zone. Colby Wayman to chase this one down. Wayman to McDade. McDade to Hollenbach. Hollenbach up the ice. "13 seconds remain on the penalty. Doesn't look like Comets are gonna. Okay, McDade with the shot. Oh, glove save by the Drillers goalie. Drillers are full strength. Drillers towards the goal. Connor will get a stick on that one. All right. Campen. Drillers are gonna throw this one to the other side. McDade with a little room. Hollenbach punches this one deeper into the zone. Darren Peddington's going to skate this one around. Turns to go the other direction. Sends it up the ice. McDade to pick that one up. Back to center ice we go. Into pressure. McDade comes out with it. We got Pepin, Bruce, and Sims out on the ice. Pepin working it towards the goal. Oh, no goal. That was a nice shot by Bruce. It looked like that went into the net, but oh, Pepin working this one. Bruce towards the goal. Oh, Bennett works that one to the center. Goalie covers. Oh, good pressure on the net by the Comets. All right, let's see. Bennett, Cooper, Bruce up front. Darren and Diego back deep. All right, Comets send this one. That's going to come out of the zone, back into the defensive zone. Darren to Diego. Diego to Cooper. Cooper trying to get that one up to Bennett. He's going to get the shot. Okay. Oh, Diego with the shot towards the goal. Goalie will get a glove save on that one. 1:08 remaining in the second period. We got a score. Comets 1, Drillers 3. Still got a little work to do, but a lot more opportunity in the second period. Frank with the face-off. We got Brody and Whittle up front. Let's see, Wayman and Hollenbach back deep. Oh. All right. Back into the Comet corner. Hollenbach's going to try to punch this one forward. Brody to Frank. Frank on the move. Frank with the shot. Goalie will tip that one up over the net. Wayman comes in. Oh. Brody to Frank into traffic. Hollenbach towards the net. And that'll finish out the second period. So score into the second is Comets 1, Drillers 3. I don't know. Must have just swung like, kind of around the post or something. I don't look like it was into me, but
Yeah.
but he didn't call it, so it was in and out pretty fast.
I went tight on the shooter to get a reaction. Looked like he scored, but everyone else kept playing.
Yeah, kept playing. No whistle for sure. It's a nice shot. Good pressure on the net. All right, Gavin Dutton with the face-off without William and McDade up front. Sims and Peddington back deep. Start of the third period here. Comets need 2 to tie. William Campen into the zone. William with the shot. That's going to go off Driller's jersey. Go wide to the net. William battling along the board. See if he can punch this one out. Diego Sims up to the center. Drillers will break this one out. Offsides by the Drillers, so that'll come off for a new face-off in the neutral zone. That'll bring out Bennett, Bruce, and Cooper. Diego and Max back deep. Bennett to Colby. Colby up the boards. Rollers send this one into the defensive zone. That's going to go behind the Comet net. Max will turn this the other direction. Get this one up to Bruce. Bruce along the boards. Comets can't quite break this one out. Colby sends it across the ice. Drillers send it back into the zone. Colby's going to take this one behind the Comet net. Drillers come away with this one. Nice back check by Bruce. Oh. Drillers bringing that one in. Wayman sends it to the boards. Drillers send that one high over the net. So we'll get a face-off in the defensive zone. That'll bring out Jeremy Brody Frank up front. Diego and Peddington back deep. Still stuck in front of the net. Frank to Jeremy. Jeremy into the zone. Sends it deep into the corner. Brody to chase this one down. Brody to Frank. Jeremy to Frank. Oh. Brody towards the net. That'll go high and wide. Drillers break this one out. Sims takes over. Sims to Peddington. Peddington up to Brody. Brody to Jeremy. Oh, oh. Hollenbach up to Frank. Frank with the shot. Goalie saves. All right, 9:48 remains in the third period. Comets need 2 to tie. All right, Comets towards the net. That'll go wide. Campen's going to chase this one down. Gavin Dutton behind the Drillers' net. Sends this one up the ice. Drillers will take over. Wayman over to McDade. McDade to Dutton. Dutton up the ice. Campen crash in the net. Dutton back to Wayman. Wayman. Okay, McDade to Campen. Campen up the ice. Campen. Back to Darren. Darren looking for McDade into traffic. McDade sends that one into the corner. Dutton's going to chase this one down. Drillers get there first. Good pressure by Gavin. Causes the turnover. Gavin towards the goalie. Oh! Tampa picks up the rebound. That one goes just wide. All right, Darren Pettington's going to chase this one down. Takes it behind the Comet net. We got a line change by Drillers. Oh, Drillers center that one up. Oh, uh-oh. All right, loose puck in front of the net. Drillers poke it in. So Drillers 4, Comets 1. $7:49 remains in the third period. Comets need 3 to tie. Bennett Gastrock with the face-off. We got Frank Cooper Bennett up front. Wayman and Hollenbach deck deep. Wayman sends this one up around the boards. Cooper's going to pick this one up into traffic. Drillers turn him around. Peddington's going to come up. Peddington to Bruce. Bruce is going to lose that one off his stick. Drillers turn it back into the defensive zone. All right. We got a whistle. Looks like Drillers are going to the penalty box. Tripping. 2 minutes tripping on number 18. So 7:12 remains in the third period. Comets are going to go on power play. We'll come back to the offensive zone for the Comets. That'll bring out Jerry and Brody. Hollenbach, Wayman back deep. Hollenbach towards the goal. That'll go wide. Jeremy's going to chase this one down. Jeremy with the move. Oh, over to Brody. Brody tries for the one-timer. That's going to go wide. Jeremy working this one towards the goal. Nice center. Brody is well covered. All right, Wayman to Hollenbach. Hollenbach to Brody. Drillers back into the... All right, Wayman on the move. Looking for Frank. Wayman. Nice chip shot. Barely pokes that one away. There we go. Wayman to Brody. Brody with the goal. That'll clear the penalty. 5:56 remains in the third period. Comets 2, Oilers 4. Gavin Dutton with the face-off. McDade and Campen up front. We got Darren and Diego back deep. McDade into the zone. McDade to Campen. Campen to McDade. McDade. Campen. Oh, to McDade. Gavin with the shot. Goalie will get a pad on that one. Puck comes out to the center. Comets working this around. Nice pass to William. William with the shot. Goalie will scoop that one up. 5:06 remains in the third period. Comets need 2 to tie. Bennett Gastroff with the face-off. We got Bennett, Cooper, Bruce up front, Hollenbach, and Wayman back deep. Ooh. Bruce trying to work this one up the boards. All right, Drillers number 6 going to the Sin Men. So Comets will go on power play here. 4:39 remains in the third period. Number 6, tripping penalty on the Drillers. So Comets will go on power play for 2 minutes. Frank with the face-off. We got Brody and Jeremy up front, Wayman and Hollenbach back deep. Drillers move this one into the defensive zone. Comets on power play, trying to get control. Comets move the puck over to Frank. Frank towards the goal. Oh. All right, Pennington holds the zone. Comets need to control. We got Frank trying to get this one to Brody, who's camped out in front of the net. Drillers come away with it. Hollenbach to Jeremy, Brody. Brody towards the net. Ugh. Frank picks up the rebound, sends it towards the net. That'll go wide. Darren to Whittle. Whittle to Brody. That's going to come out to the blue line. Sims sends it towards the net. Oh, Jeremy puts it away. So, will look like that was a shot from Sims from the blue line. May have gone off Frank's skate, and Jeremy picked up the rebound and put it into the net. So, Comets So 3:16 remains in the third period. Comets 3, Drillers 4. So Comets need 1 to tie. Wayman looking for Campen. Campen into pressure. Campen comes away with it. Nice pass over to Dutton. Dutton towards the net. That'll go high wide. Campen to, we got Wayman trying to cross over. Nice save by Connor. All right, 2:33 remains in the third period. Comets need 1 to tie. That'll bring out Gastrock, Pepin, and Bruce up front. We got Diego and Darren back deep. High shot by the Drillers. That'll go high, wide. Comets into pressure on the boards. Drillers come away with it. All right. Nice block by Connor. Bruce with the puck. On the move. Oh, Drillers turn him around into pressure. Diego Sims breaks through center ice. Cooper. Let's see. Darren's going to scoop that one up. Bennett tries to chase that one down. 1:16 remains in the first period. Comets. Cooper Pepins scoops that one up, sends it towards the board. Oh. 52 seconds. Oh, shoot. Oh, got a little lucky on that one. Drillers lost an edge. All right, Connor covers, 41 seconds remaining. All right, we got Frank, Brody, Jeremy. Darren and Diego out on the ice. 30 seconds. Oh, come on. 2 saves by Connor. Having trouble breaking this one out of the net. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, shot by Frank. Goalie covers. 10 seconds remaining in this game. Comets need one to tie. A lot of action in front of the Comet nets. Connor with some good saves. Comets have pulled their goalie. They got 6 shooters on the ice. We got Sims and Hollenbeck back deep. McDade, Brody, Frank, Whittle. 3 seconds. Oh, yes! Oh, Brody! Nice pass from Frank. Frank centers up the puck. Brody puts it in the net. We got a tie game. 0.3 seconds remain on the clock. Just barely squeaked that one in. Just barely squeaked that one in. Comets. Comets come away with a tie. Fight until the very end. Make up a 3-goal deficit. Nice recovery for the tie there for the Comets. So nice productive weekend for the Comets. We had 2 tie games, one with the Palmer Pioneers yesterday, one with the Drillers today. Both games against 14U teams. So both games with check-ins, which is nice. Comets with a mostly full squad, still waiting on Callan to come back and be able to be cleared for action. So nice, nice game for the Comets. Good come behind, tie that one up right at the very end. We will be back broadcasting for the next game. Not sure when that is, but probably next weekend. 25th? 25th. Oh, against them again? Okay. So we'll see this driller team back on the 25th. Thanks for tuning in.